So you also want to know how I became a millionaire at such a young age. Well, you are not the only one. I might not be a millionaire, but my clients are, and this is a fact that I have proofs backing up. And before you think of leaving this video, let me tell you, you got nothing else to do, right? You got nothing productive else going on. You are just going to scroll some reels. I'm not making false claims. So I'm the guy who works with multi-million dollar businesses. I handle their marketing and their content operations. I distribute their content. I handle their public relations. And I do all the stuff that goes in the back end that increases the revenue and maintains the brand image. And all this is done on a freelance or a contractual basis. So I'm not a full timer yet. And the reason you should listen to me is because by the end of this video, you will find out how stupid you are, how much they have fooled you, and how long you have been fooled. And this whole thing is going to be about the freelance industry. Till now, I have catered to over 38 plus international clients, and most of them are multi-million dollar established businesses. I have been very vocal about it because whatever I do, I back it up. You will not see me throwing darts in the dark. You will always see me talking about anything but with proofs and credibility. I already created a free course about it. I already have a full video on my clients. So today, apart from the professional part, let us keep it to a personal part as well. Listen, I will not take you to the very old melodramatic story that I had nothing, then I started from scratch and then I built all that stuff and all that crap. No. I'm tell you, I'm from a decent background. I was born and brought up in a really good environment, and my upbringing was really good. And I got the luxuries, like I got all the basic necessities, the needs, so I didn't have to struggle that much. I kind of had that liberty where I could choose what I have to do now. But this doesn't mean that I didn't had the pressure, because just like a typical Indian family, even my parents wanted me to be a doctor or an engineer or a chartered accountant because I'm from the commerce field. So I've done my BCom honors from the Delhi University, and I recently completed my postgrad as well from Delhi University. And my age is of no relevance to you, so do not wonder or ponder about it that how old am I. I'm just telling you I'm not that old. Maybe because all I can tell you is that yeah, I belong to the Gen Z generation, but I have a generation gap with my own generation, so that's another thing. So I started freelancing during my college days. The reason I am able to provide you this content is that I have lived the journey that you are into right now. So majority of you, my stats say that you are between 18 to 24. Most of my videos is being watched by the same peer group I am in. Kind of dropped an Easter egg here. I know how it feels to manage the expectations of your family, to carry that pressure of being a bright student and a chain breaker in your family. Apart from that, you gotta manage your regular college or your job, then you gotta travel throughout, and then you need to come back home, freshen up, do your freelancing journey and all that stuff. I have lived through it. It is not that since day one everything was very good for me. I literally interned at a company. It was based out of Noida, and I spent working almost 2 to 3 to 4 months at a very mere stipend of 3200 rupees per month. That's the kind of beginning I had. When I had my first HR round, I was completely thrashed because I had no clue about client dealing, no clue about negotiation, no clue about pricing. Moreover, that I had no clue about how to communicate, because there was something going in my head, but by the time it came out of my mouth, the whole meaning had actually changed. And these are the problems that you guys are facing right now. This is the point of journey where you are at. I have lived through it, but the journey was never easy. The sole reason for me starting this channel is very simple. I have been seeing a lot of people selling a lot of false hopes to the ones who are just starting their journey out. They make you feel a lot insecure about your title, about your current lifestyle. They make you feel like you are doing nothing. The life you are living is pathetic. And these guys, they have it all. They got good car, good houses, financial freedom. They're traveling around the world, going on vacations. Now, this is a fantasy. You can do it. I'm not saying you cannot do it at all. You can do it. But the amount of hard work, the amount of dedication is really crucial. The only problem that I have with you, and the whole reason this channel started, that you guys do not use your brain when someone is telling something. I told you I work with multi-million dollar businesses. How many of you, be honest, would you have taken the pain to verify it, that whether I actually worked or not? Because people in India, I don't know whether it is a good thing or a bad thing, we tend to trust the other person really easily. And once we know that they are from the same background that we are in, they rose from the same situation that we are currently facing, this trust multiplies real quick. Now, you tell me whether it is a good thing or bad thing in the comment section. But according to me, there has to be a thin line where you trust the person, but you also take care of yourself and you verify whatever the person is saying. Because if you start doing that, I'm telling you, your feed would be a lot clearer. The content you consume would be a lot more practical and insightful, and it is going to help you out. Because 90% of the creators that you follow, they have not given a single shred of proof to you. Apart from whatever they are saying, you have nothing else to verify what they are saying. That is not the case with me. And I will be really vocal. I do not have any personal problem against any freelance guru. All I have is that you guys have to demand proofs for the work. And if someone is saying we cannot show them, you simply do not trust them. Because I have also spent equal time in the industry, and I know most of the things that you are being told is absolute crap. It is simply repurposed from various other sources of the international gurus, and they are labeling it as their own. And that shit makes me sick. Because this is not how things work. You cannot just send a template and people will start dropping money in your DMs. You cannot just get on a call and the client will be convinced within 5 minutes. You cannot work for 2-3 hours a day and get 50 to 60,000. That is simply not possible until unless you are selling a fantasy. I kind of get a little bit aggressive there, but yeah, you can bear it because this is the kind of frustration that I have because of the content and the repercussions and the consequences when people follow them. I know people, and this anger is only because I have where people actually saved up 10 to 15,000. Imagine a 17 or 18-year-old saving 10 to 15,000 at that age when you are not earning. What kind of a big sum it is? The person saves 10 to 15,000 rupees and they buy a course which actually told them that they will be given personalized attention, they will be given, they will be handheld throughout the process, but once they join, no one actually responds to them. The questions they put, it took them 24 to 48 hours to get an answer. By the time either their client had left or the situation had completely changed, no one is helping them in real time. The promises they made, they simply broke them. A 17-18-year-old child, I'll call that person a child because they have not even gotten out of their parents' shadow. At that time, some sick proclaimed influencer is influencing them in getting 50 to 60,000 in 2 to 3 hours a day. I do not blame these guys. At a 17 or 18-year-old, what else do you expect them to do? What else? Most of them already have the pressure to earn or to make their parents proud and they take this decision. Now that I can do nothing in it. No one can do anything in it. All we can do is spread awareness about the fact and help them out. Because these people, this is going to be a long-term thing. It is just the start. Freelancing industry is going to boom like anything in India. And the problem is that many of you will be trapped in there. And I cannot save everyone. I have saved a few people, but I can't save everyone. Let me tell you this story. A 17-year-old girl asked her father to pay her 15,000 so she can join a certain 101 academy. And when she got inside, everything was there. The whole content was there. But the catch is she had already consumed it on YouTube for free or on various other resources. For her, there was nothing new. She literally wasted hours on it. And these guys had a money back policy. Like, if you do not want it, we can return the money. So when she talked about that, she was blocked. Imagine it. What a 17-year-old would do. And when her father asked her how the course was going, what else she will answer, like how she is even gonna face him. Now, I'm not saying in this case parents are bad or something, like it is like The upbringing a few people have, they really feel guilty about when they spend or waste their parents' money. And that shit makes me sick. And that's the reason we are here. That's the reason I'm making this video. So when someone fools a 17, 18-year-old and they come to me because I am the only I have literally hundreds or even thousands of students who have went to some academy, they learned nothing, they came to me, they learned from my free resources, and now they are making money. I'm that guy. And I take pride in it. That actually, even if I was able to help one, two, or five, or 10 people, the real number is more than that, I know. My mission is very simple. I want you to think about everything, to analyze every possibility, and do not trust anyone. These thumbnails, these titles, whatever someone else is doing in their life, that's none of your goddamn business. You cannot replicate what they are doing.